Thank you for joining me today on our 5-minute painting. Today we're going to be painting some ocean turtles. It's super easy and fun, so let's get started. So first let's talk about what materials we will be needing today. It's very simple, and if you don't have brush pens, you can just use Crayola markers. That's perfectly fine as well. So what we're going to need today is some watercolor paper, a ceramic dish or a porcelain plate, 3 markers, a light blue, a dark blue, and a black, a paintbrush, some washi tape, or you can use Scotch tape too, that would work perfectly well too, and some water. So to get started, what you first want to do is tape down your paper in a rectangular shape. If you haven't done so yet, pause the video and go ahead and tape your paper down. Next, you're going to color onto your ceramic palette with your light blue on one half and your dark blue on the other half. And then what you're going to do is you can either add a drop of water to each side to make them like watercolors, or you can just dip your paintbrush in the water and add color as you go. Next, we're going to wet the paper. So you want to add a nice layer of water, but what you want to look for is, first of all, make sure that the paper is all shiny where you have it wet. And if it's too wet, you want to let it dry a bit so that it just has a nice sheen to it and no puddles. You don't want any puddles on your paper. You want it to be a nice, even wet. And just remember too, if you feel like I'm going too fast, you can always slow the video down or pause it while you're doing each step. So next, what you're going to do is dip your paintbrush in the water, and then you're going to dip it into your light blue. And you're going to add your light blue around the borders, but what you want to do is make sure that you leave some white space. The white space is basically like the light of the silhouette shining through the ocean. So you want to leave white spaces too. So you're just going to paint around and remember to leave white spaces. Then you want to clean off your paintbrush, and then you're going to dip it into the darker blue, and you're going to add the darker blue to the borders, again leaving the white spaces, and you can overlap over the light blue, that's fine too. But you want to primarily have the dark blue around the border. That's what gives it the dark to light effect. You can do your ocean pattern however you want, so it's really up to you, and use your creativity to make it unique. Now the hardest part is probably waiting for it to dry, but you want it to be completely dry before we start painting the turtles. Once it's completely dry, you want to think of where you want to position the turtles. So first we're going to start with the head. You want to do an oval shape. You're going to do a very thin neck, and then for the body, you want to draw almost like a strawberry shape. Now with the top arms, you want them to come up from the top of, not completely the top, but where it angles out to the side of the turtle's body. And then you want to add 2 little tiny legs to the bottom, 1 on each side of the tail. So we're going to do that again. You're going to draw a little oval head, and you always want to start small because you can always make it bigger if you need to make it proportionate to the body. And then you're going to draw a strawberry shaped body. You can always add some plumpness to that body too if you want. Here I started with the lower legs first. You're just going to add 2 lines. And then you want to come up from the top bulky part of the body and make 2 arms coming off of that. So to make that, you start by angling up and then immediately angle down with the thick part of your pen. Also, you want to be careful when you're drawing that you don't smear your other turtles. Just watch your hand placement, because yes, I have done this before and it can be frustrating when you're almost done and then you just smeared your painting. So next, we are going to peel off the washi tape. You want to be extra careful when you're peeling it. You can peel at an angle to prevent any ripping of the paper. And there you have it. That's our ocean turtle scene. See how the white kind of looks like the light is coming in from the ocean? So if you decide to try this out, please post it on Instagram and tag me at Sarah Style Designs. I'd love to see it, and I'd love to even feature you in my stories. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you were able to complete this painting. Super simple, super fun. You can always add different elements to it if you want to. Let me know in the comments below if you guys like these short 5-minute painting tutorials. I'd love to do more for you, and I love to paint quick and have quick results, so I hope you guys do too. Thank you guys so much for watching.